Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 34 of my United States of America campaign here in Hearts of Iron for the New Order. God, I hope that I've had the numbers right. I hope I haven't been one or two off this whole time, because I'm pre-recording everything, you know? So what we're going to do, I've decided that we're just going to jump into Unkept Promise. I actually don't really need that political power as much as I did before, I think, because we've already spent a lot of it. And even though I've been a little bit wasteful, I think, or I don't know, maybe I am being efficient, but I'm pretty sure that I've been wasteful in a lot of my moves over the course of the Glenn presidency. We still end up having a whole lot available to us. So we're just going to jump into the Unkept Promise because I'm hoping this is going to lead to improving our poverty rate. So this is going to be a new means of providing for the average man and woman. It may be at the cost of government funding. Is it not the care and concern of the people that we are looking to expand upon in the first place and offer them happiness in such dire times? Yes, I'm aware that I was pretty sure that was going to happen anyway. You know, it's going to increase the GDP cost, but we're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. Hopefully. I just want to do these reactors. You know what we might have to do, and I'd hate to do it, but if we end up having political power but we're almost in debt, I might have to temporarily shoot down the construction costs until we can kind of dig ourselves out of a hole again or something. Terrible RD campaign. Well, isn't that just peachy? So I wanted to talk more about the space race while we're killing time. I wanted to talk about a kind of an interesting event that happened in back in '61. So Korolev, he's that Soviet Union guy that I was talking about before. He, he was pretty much the one man who's running the whole operation of the sending the cosmonauts up and stuff. And this is after Yuri Gagarin has already gone up. Hold on. Wait, no, don't do that. I guess do this maybe, or still just researching for the sake of researching. So anyway, they were gonna launch this other cosmonaut, German Titov, into space. They were gonna put him up there for over 24 hours so that he could orbit the world 17 times. And for context, I think at the time the United States had only had somebody in space for like 15 minutes suborbitally. That was Shepard. So then Khrushchev was running the Soviet Union at the time, and he... Wait, hold on. Yeah, let's launch the Euro 6. We have so many research points. This is crazy. Unexpected setback. Well, hell's bells. Let's try it again, y'all. Let's not get on a losing streak now. Look at that. 2 setbacks, and we're down to 13% again already. Another reason why we need to be doing this Social Security Act. So anyway, Khrushchev finds out that they're going to launch this guy up into space on August 13th, 1961. And he says, okay, that's cool. I want you to do it a week earlier now. And he said, and he didn't tell Korolev why. He's like, just fucking do it. You know, this is now going to be done ahead of time. You're going to do it a week earlier. So because they didn't have that extra week to prepare, it ends up being an absolutely miserable flight for Titov. He got super sick, the flight was horrible, and he ended up being upside down. And, hold on a second. Okay, so we're going to rally the... Yeah, we're going to rally the Republicans. Screw the Democrats. We need to be resolute in our support. We will reorganize, consolidate, and expand. What is going on? Oh, shoot. What is this? Questioning NASA methods. We don't want to fund your failures. When did the dream die? And we just lost 125 political power off of that. Wow, just freaking amazing. Well, we're going to keep trying. Let's campaign in the Central East Coast. So anyway, he's like flying upside down. And he's got vertigo and nausea at the same time, and it's not until he's already done like a dozen orbits around the Earth that he finally starts to like adjust and feel better. But then his heating system broke. This is Titov's, the cosmonauts. His heating system breaks, so he almost freezes to death. And then the re-entry rockets get out of control when he's finally coming down. So he starts spinning in the capsule, just like completely out of control, until because of the heat of re-entry, it burns through his connection to the instrument system that was causing him to spin. And then once he's out of the capsule, the parachute deploys. He almost flies into a train that's going through the area. But luckily, the wind came up at the last minute and pushed him backwards, so we just landed in the field instead of getting splatted by a train. Of course, these are the details that isn't told to the American public when they're doing their press releases, the Soviet Union's press releases, that is. So then it turned out that the reason why Khrushchev wanted this done before August 13th instead of on August 13th, more Italian violence. Mustang 2 is out. Isn't that fun? Is because August 13th is when construction of the Berlin Wall begins, and Khrushchev wanted this to happen in the aftermath of this 24-hour space flight by an astronaut to kind of just, weenie wag to the world the superiority of the Soviets. Okay. So Social Security Act, yeah, it's locked down. We've got it. None of the far right are going to help us. This is a little bit tighter than our usual votes, but we've got it. Yeah, because this is 25 right here, and then another 27 of the senators, so we've got 52 votes, right? Yeah, 52 votes, which is a thin margin, but it is a victorious one, so we got it. Oh, do we not have money? Yep, we've got negative budget right now. Okay, let's do some siphoning and do another Euros thing. Can we at least get ourselves back into the yellow? Larger nuclear stockpile. Oh, crap. This is actually bad. When the first nuclear bomb exploded in Hawaii, the world stood in shock for the first time in history. Man had the capability to destroy itself at the turn of a key and the touch of a button. The culmination of 1,000 years of human achievement. Art, architecture, science, politics, men could be destroyed in less than an hour. It was a power once thought unthinkable, relegated to gods. Now a petty man atop a petty government holds this power. In fact, it has grown from something catastrophic but not apocalyptic to something one step closer to world ending. A terrifying development. So this is going to increase the annual cost to our military, and we're going to have that apocalyptic stockpile. So now we actually have budget problems, people. This is bad. This is really bad. And we're already locked in. We've got to do the Social Security Act. I think the space missions are going to have to stop for a little bit, guys. Let's try to get to just the yellow, and then we're going to stop. Good RD campaign. Advanced artillery's done. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Okay, Republicans have been rallied. We'll rally around the Republicans. Rally once again. Let's increase our public support. Friends in the center. This is also going to divide the NPPP. No longer getting the swift warfare thing. Well, I should hope not. We finished up that debacle in Iran years ago, practically. Oh, they're actually formally in our faction. That's awesome. Good, good. Not like these Africans. All just doing their own thing. State of Katanga. Go check out my Katanga campaign I did in Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. I swear I'm the only person in the world who plays in Africa. You know, the team puts effort into the stuff down there, guys. It's good, too. Alright. Let's try to get in... Great Plains is actually a toss-up right now. That's interesting. We don't want to lose seats in the Great Plains. Let's work on them a little. Yeah. Hold the vote. So if we don't do this, yeah, just the typical things where we get divided, the voters will get pissed, things like that. I can't believe the far right, none of the three of them are for this. Wasn't at least one of them always breaking for me when I was doing other stuff, but Social Security is finally too far. Like, it wasn't even one of them okay with Thurgood Marshall getting on the court. Polls have been updated. Let's go up here to check the polls. Seeing lots of RD victories. A lot of it is safe. Good. A broadcast for all to see. Good evening to the... Okay, yeah, we're ascendant here. Economy keeps growing stronger. At least the nukes are doing that for us, but... Good evening to the great people of the United States of America, and to all the people of the world who seek to live within a greater age, an age above the likeness of oppression and tyranny. Some have stated that the world may only rest when the nations of the world lay down their arms and work together for freedom for all. However, with the dangers present on all corners of the world, from the east to the west, It is our duty to ensure that the United States remains well prepared for any potential danger to the freedom and liberty the United States of America is built on. This is the reason for which the American Nuclear Security Initiative was created under the watchful eye of our administration's National Security Advisor, Cyrus Vance. There, he has provided America a new shield against the terror of fascism through the development of the United States nuclear arsenal in terms of strength and number. Today, the American Nuclear Security Initiative has stated the confirmation of the development of 50,000 nuclear warheads readily available to be deployed wherever it may be needed. Thus, we have shown our preparedness for whatever storm may come to endanger the country in the coming times. For the security of our nation and the security of democracy across the world, God bless the United States, and good evening, America. From the family couch in the United States to the office of the Fuhrer to the seat of the Prime Minister in Japan, televisions across the world showcase the broadcast, and to each a level of hope, fear, or danger erupted from all, as thoughts of nuclear diplomacy adorned all. A shepherd for a safer world. And our war support goes up. Okay, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What else is there for us to do? Air detection, I guess. What are these decisions? Yeah, let's launch the Euro 7. Pretty please, with cherry on top. This one's only 70%. This could get bad in a hurry if this one fails too. Come on. All systems nominal. Mission accomplished. 34%. Great, we're in the yellow. Happy to see it. We're not decrypting anybody. Maybe we should be. Let's check out what's going on in Russia exactly. Just in case we ever need to know. If we ever need to know. Tell me, baby girl, if I ever need to know. So is this guy still at war? Yep, he's still in that perpetual war against an Egyptian nation that doesn't exist. That's probably definitely some kind of bug. Why can't we do either of these right now? We've got the money for it. We're not currently planning a mission. You know, it's probably for the best. We got to stop spending that money. We're getting close to being within 100,000 of our debt. Are we doing the military austerity right now? Let's see. We could lower civilian spending by 15%. And then construction would go down by 20 though, so it's still a net loss. Excellent RD campaign. Awesome. That should lock up the Great Plains for us, I would hope. Let's see. Great Plains. Yeah. It's still a bit of a toss-up though. So maybe it wasn't that great actually. We'll just campaign there again in a minute. Okay, so we've rallied the Republicans. Time to hammer out the language of this bill. Get a little more specific. It's time we sit down and figure out just what exactly this act should cover. The bill is proving to be one of the most extensive social programs organized in American history, but we need to be effective in its wording and focus so we do not lose the program to inefficiency and bureaucracy. The paragraphs of the bill must be examined by the administration and experts alike to guarantee its success. Furthermore, the bill has already proved to be controversial since its conception, especially amongst the National Progressive Party's right-leaning branch, and so we must consider who this bill will be going up against and how to make it both successful and viable. Americans have long faced difficulties for their nation. We are long overdue for a program created to pay them back for everything we have done for their nation. Okay. We're going to campaign. Oh, we can't do that back to back. Okay, let's hit the Central East Coast again in the meantime. And we're going to invest into the Euros program. Like, this is just tens of millions. We're not talking about real money, like the hundreds of billions that's going on up north. Let's peek in on our construction. Let's see, the Alaska reactor is under construction right now, and we've hit the Mississippi line down south here. That's great. Oh, man. I don't even know what's going to happen if our debt goes over, but it's something bad, I'm sure. To subsidize or not to subsidize. President Glenn, all throughout the electoral campaign, pushed for the introduction of Social Security, an idea that was proposed and promptly defeated during the administration of Kennedy Sr. It's unclear how far it'll go. It's going to at least cover all Americans over the age of 65 and those who have disabilities which prevent them from working. But how strong should these be? Conservatives want it to just be taxes and trusts that they put in during their working years. The more liberal elements, mainly Republicans, claim that while the Social Security Trust Fund is an essential part of the process, there are simply not enough to cover the needs of most Americans in their twilight years, and the federal budget must be adjusted such that the government directly subsidizes the trust fund. Okay. Public support's going to go up. This is going to definitely cost me money. Oh, I just keep digging myself a bigger hole. And I don't even know if this is going to help the poverty rate. Ugh. Voters in the North, Steel Belt, and West will approve. Oh, good. The West is on my side now. Great. Yeah, we're going to subsidize it. Where are we at? We're at 38% popularity. Okay, progressive primaries time. Scoop Jackson could try to make a play. Let's see. We got two people heading the CNPP, advocating for social welfare programs, and Jean Kirkpatrick, Congresswoman from Oklahoma, one of the strongest proponents and defenders of the neoconservative movement that is coalescing in the far-right NPP. Well, I guess it would make sense that the NPP would nominate Scoop Jackson. On the other hand, maybe they're going to say, like, well, the NPPC is already too tightly connected to us, so there's no point in us running somebody who's kind of similar to us. I've not heard anything about Jean Kirkpatrick. Yeah, let's see. Issues are moving away from debates about civil rights for African Americans, the extensive social welfare, how best to beat Japan and reclaim the lost territories. Now there's issues over homosexuality, abortion, drugs, and others claiming the attention of all sides of the NPP. Yeah, so the neoconservatism is rising. Yeah, Jean Kirkpatrick, I think they would want to go with somebody radically different from me, maybe. Plus, I don't know. I just don't know anything about her, so maybe if she pulls off a win, it'd be interesting. But Glenn all the way, baby, so it doesn't really matter. What event's going to time out? Oh, no, that's just opposition stuff. Don't worry about it. Okay. Yeah, we still... Wait a minute. Whoa. Did this shift? Oh, right, because we lost Democrats. The poll's been updated. But hold on. Right now, we've got 38, then 48. Plus, but no, yeah. We gained enough senators that it doesn't matter how many Democrats we lost. I wonder who's the one holdout. Maybe that's Scoop Jackson, because he was thinking about running, and so he has to technically be against me. Okay, a coverage conundrum. Let's see. So now we're talking about Medicare. The president himself has made it clear that he supports a very strong Medicare system in which all those over the age of 65 or suffering from a disability have their health care expenses met in full. This would likely require additional government subsidization of Social Security and even angry mob of conservatives in Congress. The Democrats have proposed a more moderate but still comprehensive plan. In it, Medicare would only cover roughly 30 to 50% of health care expenses for eligible individuals. Wallace F. Bennett, generally considered the leader of the Democrats in the Senate, has declared that he will absolutely not support a Medicare plan that wastes so much money on coverage that the average retiree, quote-unquote, doesn't need. Some congressmen in the far-right NPP have expressed slight amenability towards the Democratic proposal, but have made it very clear that the president's position is simply unacceptable. Without much conservative support, there is the question as to whether the bill will pass at all. As such, the president of the party must make a choice between his desire to cover all health care costs under Medicare and his need for party unity and bipartisan support of the bill. Democrats be damned, full coverage. It's all about that public support. We're going to go into a second term. The second term needs to be strong. Ideally, I would like just straight up majority with just the R's. The primaries were short and sweet. McGovern tried to challenge me. Yeah, that's funny. South Dakota Senator. Is he actually there in South Dakota? Yeah, he is. Yep. Republican George McGovern. So our support is very high in a lot of these areas. That's good. Yeah, like I think, New York, I think we're going to flip. We're going to get Bayard Russell out of there. Social Security Act time. With time to spare, I think. Yep. Ooh, just barely. It's going to be a squeaker. The administration, the cabinet, experts from a magnet. Good thing the oil crisis didn't happen in the middle of this, huh? The administration, the cabinet, experts from... Wait, hold on. I need to be campaigning. And launching... Oh, no, not campaigning. Launching the Euros. Launch that. Okay. So... The administration, the cabinet, experts from a multitude of academic fields, people from a wide range of groups have met to discuss, debate, and finalize changes. Mission accomplished. Good. Okay, we can't invest quite yet. Let's give it a few days. We are finalizing the bill. There's people out there suffering from a lack of financial confidence. It won't get better without action. However, after months of work, the Glenn administration has found it to be the right time to introduce the bill to Congress to be voted into law. Various factions of the American government have already rallied to take sides and made up their mind about the bill. With hope, the Congress of the United States ought to be more than willing to accept the act of care. We have pieced together, and we must move fast before our support is lost. Okay, we had a good campaign out there. Once American citizens stand proud for our administration with such success, we may move forward with the more pertinent projects as well and channel funding to space administration later. Okay. We got that apocalyptic stockpile, and it's still going up, actually. We're still building more. Whew. Improving rapidly. Our level of development will increase. Can we go beyond apocalyptic? No. No, we can't. We're just here. The Lockheed Martin Galaxy. How's that for a name? Yeah, these guys are finally done. Italy and the co-prosperity sphere. How weird. But we got Iran. That's something. What happened? Did we freeze? Uh-oh. What's going on? Another crisis? Please move. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there. Let's get campaigning. Let's see here. Tilting. We got likely there, likely there. Great Plains is looking like us. Let's try New England. It's a bit of a toss-up right now. Military in states, democracy in Iberia. The world will learn of our democratic ways by force! Okay, but let's see. 16 days till we hold the vote. Yeah, we're definitely going to be fine there. Let's just double-check on that count, though, after we did the latest thing. Yeah, everybody in the MPP Center is with us now. So nobody in the Democrats is, though, but because of our new unofficial coalition government, we're going to go in there with 54 votes. So we ended up having net 2 more than we started with. And more importantly, because it's helping more people, because it's more comprehensive, our public support's going to go up even more as we head into this election. All right, done. Socially secured. All Americans over the age of 65 years and those grossly affected by disabilities are now permitted to claim a monthly financial stipend from the U.S. government. The actual amount of assistance given by the stipend varies from person to person as it's based off of percentage of taxes paid during a claimant's working years. Americans can breathe easier now. We're now going to replace tax havens with low income weighted. Effective change is going to hurt our political stability, power gain and stability, but it's going to increase our income rate. That's good. But we're going to have low unemployment subsidies, which will increase our proportional GDP cost, but it's 5% compared to 3%, so maybe that'll be okay. Ooh, but the public health care, let's see, that's going to help monthly population stability, increase our political power gain. But yes, poverty monthly change plus 0.5%. That's what I was hoping for. Good. Good. All right, what's this clean government thing? Ethics committee. Oh, I was thinking clean. I thought of like the EPA, but we passed the EPA, the Environmental Protection Act, years ago. That we did that under Kennedy, actually. Okay, so now is it time to start heading back to the space race? Is there anything here that's going to give us money? That's going to actually increase costs. Corner the market. Our yield must grow. Costs will increase. Costs will increase. Yeah, we did a lot off of just doing the power of the atom. But we wanted that 5% construction speed. So I think it's time for, we're going to do insulation. Let's see here. Yeah, I really don't think we need the political power anymore. Let's improve the insulation. Okay. And let's launch something else. Oh, nope, nope. Don't do that. Euros program. There we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. See if we can. I really want to get us to the green, but I'm starting to think that's not going to happen until like after we do ready for everything. Ready for anything, excuse me. So, there's no protective shield against temperature changes, so the temperatures a spacecraft experience can range from a scalding 200 degrees Fahrenheit in the sunlight to 300 degrees below zero in the shade. Our future forays into the heavens will require a new solution. Astronauts simply cannot be expected to wear such bulky equipment for days or weeks on end. To counteract this problem, our crew modules will have to be equipped with the best insulation available, so they may survive both the icy and scalding regions of the void. Into the void. Let's check how the polls are right now. New England, nice. Everything in New England is tilting RD. Hopefully R. Let's see. We got a toss-up in the Deep South with those Democratic Party incumbents. Can we do the Great Plains again, maybe? I think that's what we want to do, is try the Great Plains. If we can swing a few more states, yeah, there's some good stuff coming. Okay. All right. Yeah, so we're just waiting now, kind of for the election. Oh, terrible RD campaign. That's bad. That really stinks. Well, the Minerva we're about to launch, or excuse me, no, another Euros is what we're about to launch. We are now within $100 billion of our debt exceeding our GDP. I really am getting nervous. Maybe I really should just... Okay, tell you what. We're going to stop the next time we have a setback. Although that'll put us in the red, and then I'll have to do more. I don't know. Yeah. As of the time of this recording, I do have the first couple episodes of this series up, and I've already been getting cussed at by people in the comments section, so I don't know who's still around, but they must be people with a lot of patience. On the other hand, I don't think I want people like that who are getting upset with me not understanding how to do things when I go into a blind game. All systems are nominal. Oh, this is boosting the popularity of liberal democracy as well. Has that been a thing? Nice, 41%. Very cool, very cool. This damn Gus Hall, though. Yaki, too. We can't seem to cut into him. Yeah. Alright, so we've done the cipher for the Russian thing. I'm just kind of doing this to do it, to places. I don't know. What else what other nations do we want to learn about? What's Margaret Thatcher doing out there in the UK? How long's she been in power now? Calm the elites. Gosh, she has an enormous tree, doesn't she? The election debates. Okay. Urban machines, exchange deal for boats. Okay, etc. Below is an excerpt of the heat of the debate that night. Kirkpatrick. 25 million on space exploration and nowhere else, Mrs. Kirkpatrick. The nuclear plants and welfare programs we've set up... Oh, wait, what? It says Kirkpatrick, but actually it's me. The nuclear plants and welfare programs we've set up say otherwise. I can at least sign my budgets with a clean conscience, if nothing else, and with thoughts of a destiny greater than myself. Yours, as I understand, has barely room for either. The voters will side with Glenn. Yeah, if we win this, it's probably going to be because of the social welfare programs. It sure as hell not going to be because of our space programs, because we are just pissing people off with those. All right. Okay, we can do the Gemini Mark II now. This is going to help with the base preparedness for manned missions. Okay, let's do the Great Plains campaign. And over here, we want to get to ready for anything, because I think that the public approval is going to start going down again, and so we're going to have political power penalties, so I actually am going to need the ready for anything. The great unknown. Who knows what lies beyond the minuscule coil of Earth's influence? Who knows what dangers lie above the sky in the great boundless void that surrounds all? Hey, The Godfather's out. Another great director, Francis Ford Coppola. Oh, yeah, but it's going to be different here because of a different timeline. The conflict spirals into a bloody gang war, which claims Sonny, Vito's eldest child. After Vito promises to end the war, his second son, Michael, a veteran of Scotland, makes sense, begins to take control of the Corleone Empire. In 1955, Vito dies, and Michael exacts his revenge on the five families in a vicious series of assassinations, establishing his status as the new godfather of the Mafia. Sorry for spoilers for a movie that's almost 50 years old. Rave reviews, praising the performance of legendary Marlon Brando as Vito and the budding young Al Capone as Michael. Others have acclaimed the score, editing, and themes of immigration and family, seeing as a parable for America's complicated relationship to Italy. Many are already calling it The Godfather the best film of '72. It would seem that Mr. Coppola has made Hollywood an offer it can't refuse. Ave Maria, gratia plena. Great movie. I used to watch The Godfather all the time, like every weekend, because my father had it on the VHS with the double tapes, and we didn't have it was just one of those things. It's like, hey, this is a movie, and I really like it, and yeah, I would watch it a whole lot. OFN. Is this the Unity? Or wait, which one of these is the OFN Unity? Because there's a slight difference. One of these has the blue lights, the others doesn't. Yeah, it's high. We've had so much stuff that unifies it even more, and it just, yeah. Man, those moderate oil concessions, though, 10% consumer goods, is that going to have ended up being the difference maker when it comes to building all these reactors? I just want this to happen. We're getting closer. We've crossed the Mississippi in some areas, and we're done in Alaska. But it's great. It's a great film. Great record. I just thought because when I hit 1970, I should have been improving a lot of these this support stuff. It would have made the Iran war even easier. No big deal, though. Obviously, we still won. Just cost more American boys' lives, right? Who gives a crap about that, huh? Let's finish up Angola for the sake of finishing it up. What do we got here? We can invest into the Euros program some more. We're just like a couple of weeks now away from Election Day. Let's use up what's left of our budget for the year and the Euros program. But what's also going to be nice once we get ready for everything is that public support. Now, I'm guessing that means public approval? Mediocre campaign. Now, if you guys haven't seen it, I wouldn't say you should do it if you've never seen The Godfather before, but I remember I once saw on TV a thing where they did the first two Godfather movies in chronological order, because the second Godfather movie... Wait, hold on. We could research new fuel tanks. Okay, either way, this is like research stuff. I guess it doesn't really matter. Our rockets will need an extraordinary amount of fuel. Most important, however, is weight. For the cost of launching a pound of payload in orbit may be in excess of $1,000. It must be considered to ensure we can launch more for less. Investigating lighter materials from which to construct our fuel tanks may prove worthwhile. Yeah, that's like in Surviving Mars. You want to kind of get that thing that lowers the weight of your fuel pretty quickly. Call of the Unknown. Hold on a sec. So we're comparing ourselves to the mighty Romans, the conquistadors, other explorers. As the Earth edges closer and closer to nuclear annihilation, we know little about the great beyond. In our current state, there is no hope for human progression as long as we stay here, unable to quench our thirst for adventure. We must rally America to meet the upcoming challenges and reach for the stars head-on, lest we fail and plunge into the fires of a deceased Earth. There is hope to be found in space, so we're getting more public support. Does that mean approval? No. Public approval, public support, those are different things. Screw me. But we got that boost right before the election. So, you know what? Next episode, we'll find out what the election results are. I'm going to leave you guys hanging. And I guess I'll probably talk more about The Godfather or something. Or maybe I'll forget. Who knows? I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you then.